Hey guys, Hunter Elliott, rangehot.com. I'm out here with my buddy Brad on a cold North Carolina afternoon, and we are talking about the Double D Armory SSTF AR-15 rifle. First thing I want to do is show you there is no magazine, bolts locked to the rear, the gun is clear and safe to talk about. It was about a year ago I reviewed the SST rifle from Double D Armory, and that was a billet aluminum upper and lower AR-15. And that rifle ran great, it did a really good review, but now Double D Armory has come out with a forged rifle that is a couple $100 lower price point. And so we're just going to go over how this rifle ran and compare it to the SST a little bit, and then also see how it stands on its own. Now, right off the bat, this rifle came to me via Double D Armory as it was a rental at a gun store in Colorado. So I reached out to the gun store, I talked to them briefly, asked them, how the rifle ran, how many rounds down range, and their best estimate was somewhere between 4,000 to 5,000 rounds through this gun over about, I think, a 6 or 8 month period. Now, I'm just telling you what they told me. You can take that for what it's worth. I can tell you that I know for sure that I've got about 400 rounds through this particular carbine, and out of those 400 rounds, we ran it suppressed, unsuppressed, with Magpul P-mags, as well as just your old standard steel GI mag. Rifle ran great for me. I can't tell you when I got it, it was nasty as hell. I did not bother cleaning it. I do believe I got some COP on it at some point, but hell, I can't even swear to that. So anyway, with that said, let's kind of ease into it. Now, Brad, he's a little bit newer to the AR-15 world, but he does have some experience, and he has shot this rifle a little bit. So I'm going to kind of let him talk a little bit about what he thinks, and then we're going to go from there.
Yeah, so, having shot a few different AR-15s with Hunter, because he owns a couple of them, and so I've kind of gotten to learn the platform a little bit, but I would say, picking this one up, it wasn't anything, confusing. All the controls were right where I would expect them to be. I felt like I was able to just pick it up and run with it. I enjoyed shooting it. It's very comfortable to shoot. I found the sights were really good. I was able to keep a good sight picture while I was shooting it. But overall, I just felt like, it felt really good in my hands. The weight was nice to it. It's got a good sturdy, solid build to it.
We did take it out 200 yards and shot some groups with it. My best 3-shot group was about .70 at 100 yards. If you're curious about all the particulars as far as the ammunition that we shot through it and the groups that it printed at 100 yards, you can jump over to the rangehot.com article and you can see that chart as well as a lot more technical specifications. The first thing you can probably notice is Double D Armory is now shipping their rifle with sights, and as Brad mentioned, they are shipping it with the really nice Magpul flip-up sights, which I'm very thankful to see. It also can be had with this Magpul M-LOK compatible foregrip, which I think is definitely a nice touch. It's got the nicer Magpul collapsible stock, Magpul pistol grip. All in all, it's a really nice rifle. The only thing that kind of detracts from it a little bit that I can see is it's running a standard GI type birdcage flash hider. And is that really a big deal? No, but at a rifle this price point, people might want to see a little bit nicer flash hider. But what I've learned about flash hiders is they're a lot like optics. People have kind of figured out what they like. Chances are somebody getting into a higher end boutique AR like this, they've already figured out what flash hider they like, and they're probably swapping it out anyway. To get something on the market and set yourself apart, you really got to do something different. And Double D Armory is now building a sub MOA forged rifle with this cool anodized multicolor pattern. So it's definitely different. Let's talk about some of the technical specifications. It does have a complete nickel boron coated bolt carrier group. 16-inch barrel. This is a Double D Armory barrel. Before the SST, they were using aftermarket barrels. With the SST, I was able to wring a little bit more accuracy out at 100 yards with the right ammunition. But the SSTF was a whole lot more consistent across the board as far as ammunition goes. It shot everything well. It shot some stuff great. It does have a nice trigger, breaking really clean at 6 pounds. A little bit of take up. Another upgrade from the SST is these handguards are M-LOK compatible, which is really nice because it still has this full-length rail all the way down the top of the rifle to mount your your backup iron sights or optics or what have you. But as well as now you've got the M-LOK, so you don't have to have that crazy, bulky, kind of uncomfortable quad rail to still be able to customize your rifle as far as whatever accessories you want to run and how you want to configure them. If you got any questions or comments, you can always find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, the whole social media gamut. Now, I did talk to Jay Delgado, who is the owner of Double D Armory, shortly before I shot this video, and he did mention if you are interested in buying one of these and you can't find them in your local gun store, you know, you can call him up. You can find his number on the website, Double D Armory, and he'll be glad to sell you one, ship it to your FFL. And if you mentioned that you saw the review on Range Hot, he's going to cut you a pretty good deal off MSRP. So if you're interested, you can't find one local, we got you hooked up. So yeah, Brad, you got anything you'd like to add before we wrap it up and get in the house, because it's getting cold?
No, I think we're good.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. 400 rounds, suppressed, unsuppressed, sub MOA, shot well, no malfunctions, Magpul PMag, GI Steel Mag, whole 9 yards. Good to go. I think Double D Armory's onto something with their new Forge rifle. Take care of yourselves and each other, and look forward to seeing you at the range. Right.